Good morning and welcome to the Morning Expresso by the Indian Express. My name is Rahil Philippos and here is today's top story. A member of the Supreme Court appointed committee on the 3 farm laws that triggered farmer protests last year has urged the Chief Justice of India to release the panel's report in public domain and to forward it to the centre. In a letter to the CJI, the member said that the report addresses all the apprehensions of the farmers and would pave the way to resolve the ongoing farmers' agitation. Here are our stories exclusive to the Express. Pratap Bhanu Mehta in his latest column writes on the new Brahmin welfare schemes introduced in a few southern states. Check it out at theindianexpress.com. Here are our top stories from the front page. Mullah Mohammad Hassan Akhund, the man who ordered the destruction of the Bamiyan Buddhas in 2001, will be the new Prime Minister of Afghanistan. And the new Afghanistan government has Pakistan's stamp all over as leaders of the Haqqani network terror group and the Kandahar-based Taliban dominated the new cabinet. Public sector banks are experiencing a sharp rise in the proportion of mudra loans or collateral-free loans of up to rupees 10 lakh given to non-farm small and micro enterprises, turning into non-performing assets due to the impact of COVID on incomes and the repayment capacity of borrowers. Why did dismissed Mumbai police API Sachin Waze return to the scene 2 hours after allegedly parking an SUV loaded with gelatin sticks and a threat letter inside? This key question that puzzled investigators probing the Antilla bomb scare case has been addressed by the National Investigation Agency in its latest charge sheet. Here are today's must-read stories. A 55-year-old Dalit man was acquitted after spending 6 years in prison on allegations of sexual harassment of minors. On August 7th, a Delhi court acquitted him, observing that he had been falsely framed due to the prejudicial disposition of parents towards the accused who belonged to the Dalit community. He was released the very same night. Punjab Chief Minister Amrinder Singh is set to don his chef's hat on Wednesday as he prepares a feast fit for Olympians. He will be hosting Tokyo Olympic medal winners from his state at his farmhouse in Mohali today. What's on the menu, you ask? Well, according to his media advisor, it appears that the Chief Minister is going all out, preparing everything from Patiala cuisine to zarda rice, chicken, pulao and aloo. Amidst the blowing of conch shells and chants of Har Har Mahadev and Jai Shri Ram, the BSP concluded its first phase of meetings targeting the Brahmin vote ahead of the UP Assembly elections next year. The BSP chief Mayawati made a series of promises to the Brahmin community and called on them to join the Dalits to rally behind the BSP. The BJP may have regained power in Madhya Pradesh, but the electoral setback in 2018 has got party leaders thinking. According to them, the eroding supporter base amongst scheduled castes and scheduled tribes can largely be attributed to the lack of representation within the organization as well as a lack of sensitivity towards their concerns. Efforts are now being made to win back lost ground. And finally, after a 19-year-old field runner filed a sexual harassment complaint against Chennai-based athletics coach P. Nagaraj, 7 more women athletes have come forward with similar allegations. The Indian Express has spoken to 2 of these athletes, now adults, who recall the trauma and abuse they faced when they were just children training under the coach. In today's episode of the 3 Things podcast, we look at the ongoing standoff between the Supreme Court and the Centre on the vacancies in tribunals and the Tribunals Reform Act 2021, a farm leader's letter to the CJI, and the latest on the UP polls 2022.